Well, welcome back everybody. We're actually going to be doing a quick how-to video on how to camo paint a cooler. I've actually done this before with quite a few things. I've done refrigerators, you can do coolers, do pretty much anything you want to that you don't really want to spend a whole lot of money on painting, using stencil, stuff like that. It's pretty easy. This is the preferred method I like to use. Painted boats like this before. I got a little John boat I painted in camo. It's pretty easy. All you really need is some camo paint. I use 3 different colors, like a tan, a brown, and a green. And then you just pick up some sticks that you find off the ground and various different leaves, sizes, and then basically do your base coat. I usually do the base coat in a green, and then I add the brown and tan, kind of like an offset color over leaves and sticks. So I'll show you what it looks like, beforehand. And then it's just a standard YETI cooler. I had some stickers and stuff on this. I just kind of basically sprayed it off, got it clean. I'm going to tape up some of the decals and stuff like that, and then I'll just go ahead and put a base layer of green down and then do the rest. Well, we got it all taped up here. Got masking tape on the handles. Put it on the YETI emblem using an X-Acto knife around the edges. There's a couple other little templates or kind of original decals that the YETI puts on the cooler. I just kind of taped up real quick. I'll probably tape up the inside, this liner here. But everything else, I'm just going to go ahead and paint. We'll go ahead and get this project started here soon. So I got the inside lid taped up and the liner taped up, so I should be ready to spray the inside. Just kind of do a light coating around the edge. I might put another layer down under here just to kind of give it more room for the spray kind of gets down here in the cooler. I don't want that part painted, so I'll probably put another few inches down through here, and then I'll be able to paint the inside. I'm gonna go ahead and start painting the old YETI. So throwing on the first coat of green. One thing I would say is definitely pay attention to the wind direction. You're doing this, make sure you do it in an outdoor setting. Don't do it in your garage. You want to breathe on all those fumes. And now I'll take a quick video once I got the outside done. Show you what it looks like. Show you what I'm using here. It's Rust-Oleum camouflage blend. I use this for pretty much anything I'm doing camo with. They've got several different colors, but I usually use a combination of brown, green, and tan. They do have a black too you can use, but I usually don't use black. But I do have some black in there. I might throw a little highlights in there here in a second. I'm going to paint the inside of the lid here. The inside edges, I kind of taped up on the inside. They're down about 3 inches or so I eliminate some of the off spray. But I'll finish the inside of this and let it dry, and then start with the actual stencils, which I'm just going to use natural stuff to keep it cheap. I've done it before on boats and all kinds of stuff, so we'll keep working on this and finish her up here in just a few. Alright, so I got my stencils right here. So basically I just pulled some leaves off some trees in my yard, and found some sticks. So for the sticks, you kind of just want to find some that, you know, kind of have a cool pattern. And then for the leaves, you want to have quite a few, just because the paint will build up on the leaves after you use them a couple times. So I like to switch them out pretty frequently. So I've got tan and brown here I'm going to use, and I'm going to go ahead and start throwing on some stencils. So basically the paint started to dry quite a bit here, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw some stencils on it and just kind of make my own design. It doesn't really, you know, matter what you do or where you do it. You just kind of throw it up where you think it looks cool and start spraying it on. So I did the lid, and just kind of show you how it looks. Just mixing colors. I think it turned out pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and tilt this guy up once that dries and start doing the other sides and see what it looks like when we're done. So here's the top of the lid. If you get a section that looks like you got kind of like a 3D print where the leaf moved where you're using it, no big deal. Just spray it over with the original color and let that dry, and then paint back over it again and make sure the leaf doesn't move this time. But I'll show you what it looks like after I get this front lid done. Well, the outside of the cooler is done. It's all camoed up. I ended up using black on some of it. I think the accents kind of help out, make it look pretty good. I still got to paint the bottom of it, but all in all, I think it turned out pretty good. Not the first time I've camoed anything, but each time it's different. Gonna have obviously some different looks on it, but I think it looks pretty good. I mean, better than white, original, ugly, dirty looking outside of the cooler. I think they usually last pretty long. I've never had any trouble once that paint dries with anything chipping off or coming undone. Rust-Oleum stuff's pretty good, so I think cooler will last a while and we'll get some looks, because it's definitely a unique cooler now that I got it camoed up. You can't buy YETI coolers camoed, so I think I did a pretty good job altogether. It's going to turn out pretty nice. I'll take a final video once I have it all done and the bottom painted, and we'll see how it ends up looking at the end. Well, I got the underside painted. I'm just going to flip it over once more and do the seam on the other side, and should be done. So it's not that bad of a project, really. If you guys end up doing one on your own, it doesn't take that much time. I did it in an afternoon, and the biggest hassle is just waiting on the paint to dry. So you know, feel free to try it out on your own. Figure out something that you need painted in camo and try it out and see how it looks. It's really not that hard to do. If you mess it up, just paint over it and try out a different pattern or different color, whatever works for you. You can do it for lots of different things. Like I said, coolers, boats, fridges. I took an old fridge that I found for free and turned it into a beer fridge and had it in my garage, and it looked great. So never had any problems with any of the paint coming off. This stuff lasts pretty well. So hope you learned something today. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a good day.